one overlook that you can reset the odometer at. If we want to come back here, it's a possible place to be.
You can see it right over.
Because there's the view up above.
Good afternoon, 8/21/17, Kevin Murray, USA News, Unity in Diversity Saves America, USA News. Happy to sit down, stand up with Molly Walsh. Molly, if you don't mind peering around with your special glasses on and give our home viewing audience around the world a report on what you see.
I see that the moon has half covered the sun so far.
From the left to the
About
right?
50%.
From the right to the left.
From the top to the right.
And do you see any aliens or cheeseburgers or really?
So far, no, but we should look out for that.
And what would you say? We're about 2 miles from the Tellico River on a lake that we don't really know what it's called. It's
I don't know
beautiful.
what this is.
Sedimentary rock all around. And I talked to a local scientist. Oh yeah, sure.
Anybody with solar eclipse glasses?
Please, please.
Absolutely. Oh, you got some.
Thank you so much. She has the unofficial. Thank you so much. Why are you being so generous?
Because it's extra.
Excellent,
so
excellent.
much.
Well,
Extra.
come on real quick.
Anybody want any extras? Anybody need extra? You need one?
All right. Amazing, amazing. So,
Free.
Ma'am, can I go
it's
to
been
park?
said that the eclipse is about the only thing pulling the country together. And what about that, Molly? That one was pretty generous.
On my
I
pair.
agree. I would not have expected that before the eclipse or on any other day, I guess.
My wife up in Maine.
No, those
sad.
are certified. Those are certified.
Oh, wait, we gotta get you on camera. So, tell us your first name.
Angela?
Angela, you're so generous to give out glasses.
Actually, they're from my cousin.
Well, your cousin's
Your
generous.
cousin.
and
Yes.
You're generous. So people have a cynical view of the country. People are only caring about themselves. You're saying otherwise. Why are you being generous?
Because that's what we are.
Would you call it Southern hospitality, or is it your own version?
Southern country.
Southern country. Excellent.
I'm from the mountains. My family's from the mountains.
Gotcha.
Tennessee, honey. I'm from
Tennessee or bust?
My family's all from Tellico Plains.
Yep.
And then
Yeah, glasses.
I'm in City Cal. We're just Southern country. We take care of everybody if anybody needs anything.
Excellent. Excellent.
Where you from?
We're from Maine.
Really? I love Maine.
You
We
do?
my husband and I went to Acadia. Yeah, we spent 2 weeks in Acadia.
Excellent. Excellent.
I'm married to a guy from Connecticut.
Well, everybody makes mistakes.
No, he's amazing. No, honey, he's amazing. He's amazing. He's the best thing ever.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
Maine's a little bit slower paced than Connecticut. So we tend to
I
think
lived
of-
in Connecticut for 3 years.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, thank
But
you for
I'm
the
a mountain girl.
glasses. Anything to say to those people who might watch this later and they think the whole world's going to hell and we're all divided? And
We are divided in a lot of ways.
it's going to be better in 10 years? We'll go with that.
We gotta go for love.
Go for
we gotta
love.
go for love, peace,
Perfect.
acceptance.
Definitely.
All of us. All of us.
You heard it here. Tell me your name again.
Angela, all of
Who's
us.
the angel?
All of us.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, thank you so much. Happy eclipse. You're supposed to be looking for a shadow at the end. The shadow of the moon is going to pass across these mountains in seconds, 20 seconds. So, and that'll happen in about an hour, I think.
Less, way less.
Way less. It's past
Like 20 minutes,
it's
dude.
almost-
20 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's put our glasses on. That's it for now.
This is Eclipse Watch.
Right. Molly and Kev here. 7 minutes to totality.
6 minutes.
6 minutes to totality. And Molly, you look first. Take a glance back, and then I'll join.
It's a sliver. It's like a fingernail.
Sure does. Sure does. And I'm happy to bring the healing crystal right here live on USA News. Molly, will you join me in this crystal healing ceremony?
I don't actually really believe in that stuff.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna.
That's true. It's actually just minerals.
Yeah.
I'll be there for one day and be here for one.
I don't know.
So it's very difficult to tell what
You're too close.
is real anymore and
Not real.
not real. The sunlight, clearly, how would you describe this sunlight we're experiencing, Molly?
This sunlight,
Yeah.
I would experience this as a cloud passing over the sun, so not really sunlight.
Definitely.
Hazy light. It feels like a hazy day.
Yeah, with a bizarre even
But
haze.
everything is even, yeah.
And
Usually, yeah, one area would be lighter than the
the dogs are behaving. The people are behaving, which is, I'm not sure which is more interesting. Our technical leader,
Molly, move in a little.
John Trees, has not slept in 2 days. You think we'll get him back to Maine in one piece, or?
other. I think it's the eclipse. You weren't able to sleep because of the eclipse, so we'll see.
I think that is probably the best theory yet.
Someone has a drone.
We got 229.
Drone over the
I
lake.
got a drone.
It's not me.
How do we know? Did you bring it?
Yeah, it's right there. Well, feel that light right now.
I just felt the temperature go down.
Yeah, the temperature's starting to go down.
Do you feel that?
Definitely getting colder.
There's a little cloud, but let's see the time. 4 minutes. A little less.
Taking off the filter on that lens.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Is anyone not looking? There's a lot of people not looking. Takes away.
We could go on camera with that. Well, we're just always
Still rolling, yeah.
Behind us, but we're not going to watch.
So, Molly just said something smart, not surprising. What was that insight you just had, Molly?
What did I just say?
That a lot of people in our little park are
Not looking.
They're not
But then I
looking.
realized that I wasn't looking.
So,
There's a chill to the air now. Interested to see what the dogs do.
all right, now I will say
Oh, just went down.
the weird has come out of the great novels and out of the great movies and out of the occult, bizarro ceremonies through the centuries. And for another 20 minutes is normal.
See, now imagine if you didn't know this was happening. What would you think?
This is the moment.
'Cause
Maybe
when you look up at the sun, well, ow, but it looks normal.
this
It
is
just seems darker.
another Molly Walsh prediction that somewhere
2 minutes.
somewhere in the totality swath, this 70-mile path that has been obscured for the last hour, starting in Washington State and in Columbia, South Carolina.
Well, not ending, but that's the longest.
Longest
Ending
one.
off of South Carolina.
That somewhere there are folks that don't even know what's happening.
They will soon, in 1 minute.
Maybe my shade's good.
It's like perfect weather, also.
Oh,
But
totally.
it would be nice.
You see where I put my glasses?
You don't have it? They're on your head. Oh,
One more minute.
not
This is it.
pressing anymore. It's nice. It's very smooth. This is countdown time. If anyone had
This reminds me of some extemporaneous comments that the president made the other day. He said, "But soft. What light through yonder window breaks?
so eloquent.
It is east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick with grief, that thou her maid art far more fair than she." It is a tale full of sound and fury, belligerence and hatred, racism and predictive of decline.
It's almost done.
A tale told by the haters. And now, got planets in sight. Very dark.
We
2 minutes. Now, Molly, it looks what? Post-sunset view to our right?
But where's that? Why is there light over there? But
It does appear darker. Yeah. 2 p.m., very dark.
Look, you can see right next to it, one planet right next to it.
Where? You see a planet to the left?
yeah, right, a little above left.
Lisa, see the planets on either side of it? Yeah, look, you can
Yeah,
see
there's one right next to it.
there's one on the left. No, right close next to it.
So
Yeah, right
now we have
And there's a
the most
there's a star over there.
honest curiosity I've observed.
These are stars that you never see.
Yes, tell us why.
Because at night the Earth is on different rotation. And we see a completely different set, a completely different sky.
Absolutely. I was told earlier that we will probably see
We can see Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter.
Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter. And
And a
we'll
drone.
the drone adds it all. We'll see Orion in the afternoon, even though we typically only see Orion in the very early morning in August. But the view of the planets does not change through the seasons because they're so much closer. Little did I know.
But we usually can't see Mars because it's too close to the sun. So it's completely white, like lit out.
Ah,
That's not very work. Now we can. But I don't know where it is.
but that. Uh-oh. Waiting for the sun. Waiting. Waiting.
Such a pure light. If you look at it directly, which I don't know why I didn't.
Yeah. Well, Molly, it's getting weird again. What do we tell people?
Weird how.
It's not dark anymore.
I got hyper dizzy during the thing.
Really?
I had to lay down.
Oh my gosh, that's so fast. The light's coming back. The dark came slowly.
The dark came
It just
slowly,
seems like it's getting lighter fast because it was so
and the brightness returned. No, that's smart. That's smart. It is almost back to
It's
being.
like perception.
We only have a thin sliver of light of sun, but it's like
Like a few minutes ago, when it was like this, it seemed really dark.
Right.
And now it seems like sunlight, like really bright.
I completely missed the shadow. Listen, I'm gonna go ask this dude. What do you think, sir?
I think it's all right.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm Kevin. I'm recording some audio here. So nice day at the lake. You've been here before?
Oh, yeah.
This
We're camped over there.
This is home for you? You're from
Yeah,
Tennessee?
yeah.
Excellent. Well, the hospitality's been amazing. I'm from Maine.
Uh-huh.
People are busy in New England. So I'm going to take a little Tennessee with me up north.
I hear you.
But is that true? Is that a myth, or are people actually calmer here?
I think it's true. Yeah.
Very
I used
true.
to live in a subdivision on Telco Lake, which
Yep.
is and a lot of people retire up north because they can afford to live in the South on retirement the way they lived up there when they were working.
Oh, okay.
So when they retire, everything's cheaper here.
Yep.
The first thing they do when they get here is to start trying to change things the way they were back home. So we tell them they didn't close the damn gate behind you. You either adjust to here or you go right back home.
They bring their busyness and they try to get people to
Yeah, and the
get
first
crazy.
thing out of their mouth is, well, back home we do it this way. We say, take your ass back home in. But down here we do it this way and you adjust, we'll go right back.
So you've seen a dozen retirees calm down, or how long does it take
30 or 40.
How long does it take them to actually?
Anywhere from 2 to 20 years.
So why can't people relax?
That's
when
not the
they
way
do-
they grow up. They don't grow up that way.
When they see all of this and they start enjoying it, they relax.
It takes them a long time to ever calm down.
Yeah.
Some of them do, some don't.
Have you been up in the Smokies and all around the
Oh, just a little bit, but it's beautiful, beautiful. Well, it's last question: is the country going to be better off in 10 years or worse off?
You in my family now.
Any predictions?
Nope.
No predictions. No predictions.
I won't predict.
I say it's going to be better.
Well,
I don't think there's really that many haters.
I was surprised at the number of haters. It shocked me. It took me forever to accept that there are still that many haters.
Yeah.
And it's still hard for me to accept it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I thought the only way I'm all right with it is that it's a huge country. 330 million people is a lot of people. A lot of people. Third biggest country in the world. So if maybe we have 30 million people that are living in 1840 and they're thinking, I just don't think that is growing. I don't think that number's growing. And to some extent, they thought they would win by coming out, and it's not going to work. So
no, it's not going to work.
we're coming back to normal light here now. So enjoy it. Tell me your first name, though.
Gary.
Gary?
Right.
Ray. Excellent.
I couldn't see really a shadow.
Oh,
passing
yes.
by. It just went darker. Or have you seen anything?
No, I missed the shadow completely, if it
I
happened.
haven't seen really something, but I record things. Maybe I analyze later on
Okay.
if the intensity has actually a velocity or not. That would be actually a nice thing to try.
Ah.
Maybe it's just
Say
like
that
we can-
again. If the intensity has a velocity, what do you mean by that?
If I can take in a picture the intensity at this point and this point in the video with
Okay.
time,
Okay.
and see if it jumps with a time delay,
You can't see them in daylight.
and then I would know there's a shadow pass by.
Okay.
But I couldn't see it.
So it turns out it was less perceptible than we thought.
Yes. But it was nice. Have you seen it before?
No, that was wild. That was.
I'm-
I found the time at which. What am I trying to say? It got darker slowly,
Yeah.
and then very quickly back to sort of.
Yeah.
I mean, the light is still odd right now.
Yeah, but now we are used for the darkness, and so we see it brighter than it is.
And what planets did we see? I saw something
There
there.
was Venus there,
Venus,
and there were 2 drones.
2 drones.
Which fortunately
Life-
were
life
far
in-
enough in this direction.
Life in 2017, I guess.
Yeah. Well, maybe we see. Yeah, please go ahead. Maybe we see ourselves in the newspaper tomorrow.
You never know.
Just a
You never
drone
know.
picture.
Right. Now, my last question I'm asking everybody, and shockingly, most people don't want to answer this question. Is the country going to be better off or worse off in 10 years?
Oh, we have to see the news today. What happened during the eclipse?
If it was civil, we have hope.
And normally during eclipse, some big guy either come up or disappear. Okay, that's my stupid-
No, people have said the eclipse has brought people together. So,
Well, we can do this in a different way in the stadium too, but it's an experience. So I hope that many of them maybe get the idea. Maybe I should study. Whatever I study, as long as I get education and it's fun.
right, the earth, the stars, the sky, why is it important? Who cares? What if I'm a 17-year-old kid and I love my phone? Science class is dreadfully boring, and science is being defunded broadly. Why should I even care? I'm just going to go into finance. Why should I go into science?
I think if you study whatever it's science or something else, you can make a step back and look at a situation from the outside and analyze it before being yourself in and making decisions.
Beautiful. Kevin Murray, USA News. So post-eclipse, what did we notice in a more subtle way? Was anyone affected? Is the world different now? Not sure. I will say that our technical guru and mastermind of this trip, John Treese, felt quite dizzy during the eclipse. Molly reported that someone was escorted out, didn't feel well.
Perhaps the same phenomena.
Perhaps the same phenomena. I would say I was encouraged because it was so weird. It was factually, undeniably strange to have it be that dark. And I love the weird. So, is the world different? Are we on a different healing trajectory now? Will we move forward into the age of Aquarius and build bridges across races and genders and socioeconomic differences? I'm not sure. But there is great value in placebos. So a placebo is when you choose to believe in something. So I choose to believe that this is a new age. This is a more hopeful age. And USA means unity in diversity saves America. And 2018, 2019, these are going to be better. So, signing off for USA News, Kev Murr, much love.